Hi, and thanks again for tuning in to Arizona Real Estate TV. My name is Kim, and I'm here with my co-host Rochelle, and I'm here with my co-host Tova. And today we're going to be following Rochelle around her investment property. It's all involved in investing in real estate. She's purchased a home at Pantano on Broadway. She's arranged financing for it. She's going in, she's redoing it, upgrading it, making it fabulous, and at the end of the show, you'll see the end result of the house.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
It's going to be fabulous.
Yeah, I think you're really going to enjoy this. This is like a really complicated and trying project to take on. We're dealing with trying to order everything at one time to get our maximum discounts from the suppliers, dealing with multiple contractors and subcontractors. And this particular house was already in very nice shape. The previous owners had put in new furnace, air conditioned system, new cabinets in the kitchen, new bathrooms, new tile. And so then I'm coming back in after 2 years of renters, and we're updating it and taking it to the next level.
Okay, so tell me how you came across this property.
Well, every property is a little bit different, and I'm advertising all over town in all different medias. But this particular one, I happened to be having a soda, and someone came by, sat down next to me, and asked what I did, and I told them I was a real estate investor, and they said, I've got this house I have got to sell right now. So you just never know.
No, you don't
You
ever know.
absolutely never know. And I'm going to play, my little part in this is I'm going to play you, the viewer at home, who may not know anything about investing property, which I do not know. So I've already learned a lot from Rochelle and Kim about this business, that you can get involved with. But you were saying how you came about someone, coming to you and saying, oh my God, I have this property I need to get rid of. I was asking her earlier, so are you the person who I see these little signs around town that says, I will buy your home?
No. And the reason
No.
is because those are illegal, and you can't do those.
You're messing with me.
No, that's the truth. But that's okay.
You can't do that. You can't put up little signs and say, I will buy your home.
No, but you'll notice I do have signs on my car.
Okay.
And I have a
Professional.
Facebook page. Yes, professional signs. I have Facebook page.
Well, what's the difference, though, between someone putting a sign on the street corner that says, I will buy your home, and you who have a beautiful, nice car, you have your investment, you have your business card on the side of it?
Laws.
It's just the law, and we're all doing different things, and
Do you have
we're
to
all
have a
good
license?
people. No.
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 Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm totally confused.
That's why we're all here today. So
Wow.
we're learning. We're going to teach everybody what this is about.
Yes.
Okay.
And you're gonna help teach the public.
No, that is illegal. But I just got a yes.
I saw that face, you were like, ah!
You're talking
Okay.
about someone else, honey.
Oh, I know that.
Okay.
She didn't say that. I didn't hear her say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
tell me
okay.
about the house.
Okay, this house is 4 bedrooms, 1 3/4 baths. It was built
Wow.
in 1963, and it's 1,576 square feet. So this would be a great house for a family. You
Great
know?
starter home for him.
Yeah, kids with their own bedrooms, that sort of
Absolutely.
thing. And the people that were living here before had children, and they put in, when you look in the backyard, you'll see all this gravel on one side.
Right.
That gravel, I was told, is 1 foot deep, and they had all their play equipment there. So if the kids fall out of their play equipment, they're landing on a soft surface. They're not going to hit their heads
Absolutely.
on
It looks
rocks.
like sand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
Nice.
probably had to
It's
play.
like a coarse grain
Yeah.
sand.
Nice. So this
Place that.
area is predominantly single-family home area. What are the what kind of shops, what kind of restaurants? Is it located near the bus line? Tell me about the area.
Oh my God, it's so great because just a few blocks down here we've got Broadway, and you've got all the big box stores, you've
Okay.
got drive-throughs, gas stations, every kind of
Bevmo.
convenience stores, restaurants, everything. So
Bevmo.
Okay, Bevmo.
Yeah.
I need a
Okay,
Bevmo.
Total Wines.
That works.
Now, is this area very family friendly right here in this
extremely, extremely. You
Okay.
can see these are all family type
Okay.
homes here.
Okay, so my next question, Rochelle, is how do you come up with the money for this? Real estate investor, where's the money come from?
It's really a difficult subject, and real estate investors start at all different levels. Now, I had money to start off with, so I, like a lot of real estate investors, when they first starting out with no money and no credit, then they might start off as a wholesaler. And so a lot of the times you see these signs out, they're wholesalers. They're looking for deals.
Okay.
And then they'll sell that deal to another investor. Like I'm always looking for deals, and I'm happy to buy someone's contract.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one way to do it. Now, in this particular instance, I had the money for the down payment, which was usually 20 to 30% down.
Okay.
Plus, I have the money to do the work.
Renovation.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then I borrowed the rest of the money from a hard money lender.
And a hard money lender is who?
A hard money lender doesn't lend on your credit, but they lend on the value of the house.
Right.
Okay.
And so if you have a good spread, say this house had a fairly decent spread, I put 20% down
What's a
plus
spread?
all the money.
What's the spread?
Well,
Equity.
Yeah, usually it's about 65 to 70% to value.
Okay.
Right. And some lenders, some hard money lenders will lend based on the condition, the as is condition. Some other hard money lenders will lend based on the after repair value, which is called ARV. Those
Okay.
are the ones you want because you're going to get the most money for it. So
Okay.
there's a couple different ways
And this
that
is
can
private
be done.
money.
This is private money.
See, I want our viewers to know that's
Right.
private money.
These are private
not-
investors, right? And that's a whole different show. We could take the whole 30 minutes plus on that. But
And
for
every
this,
investor
right,
is looking for
Right.
private money. Like
Okay.
I am really looking for private money all the time. And with the low interest rates that people are getting in the banks,
Right.
there's a lot of people that are tired of getting a 0.5% interest,
Right.
and they can loan the money for me, like for a private lender, for maybe 8% interest.
Okay.
And so 8% is a lot better than a 0.5%.
Sitting in the
Right.
bank, doing
Sitting in the
nothing,
bank.
getting a
Right.
yeah. So the money that an investor would make with his money sitting in the bank, doing nothing basically in a savings account. We all know that you
Like
can't
half
get
a
anything.
percent?
Right, 0.5%. Yeah, you get 2 cents every month. And compared to what?
Well, like for a private lender, typically 8% interest, sometimes 6% interest.
That's what they can recoup
From me.
out of that
Uh-huh,
from you.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And then there's
Which is
also joint venture.
Okay.
And where in that case, rather than me put in part of the money, the investor or the lender would put in all the money, the down payment, the repair, closing, all
Modeling,
that, everything. And when the job was done, then we split the profit in half.
That's
Right.
great.
So a lot of people like
Okay.
to do that. They get a little more money that way.
Sure.
I get less money as the investor doing the rehab, but I'm not using up and tying up my own money.
Your own
Right,
money.
Right.
Right.
It's a quick way to start. And just for you viewers, just to define and kind of put a face on private money lenders, they are typically people who have money saved for 401k, hedge funds, trust fund, or simply just money saving in the bank, and they want to, for example, retire. And they find that the money that they have saving for their retirement really isn't working to the fullest for them. So what they'll do is Rochelle will come to them and say hi and do the business and ask to borrow their money. And in exchange, that lender will then pull from the hedge fund savings, whatever it may be, lend to Rochelle, and instead of getting the minimal return on their hedge fund, 401k, again, whatever it may be, they'll be getting 6%. Now, I've done investments where I've actually paid anywhere from 10 to 18% on a hard money lender. So if you've got $100,000 that you're lending out at an 18% return for them, they then, at the closing of at the sale of this house, they then get back the $100,000 in addition to $18,000, or just simply allowing me to use their funds. So they're actually the type of people who want their money to work for them and really want to build up savings, investments, doesn't matter. It is a great way to increase your savings, and it has a great return on investments for lenders.
On this particular case, because there's a lot of people that are doing this kind of private money lending and hard money lending. A lot of people are going to the private money lender charges a lower interest rate than the hard money lender. The hard money lender will loan to anybody. They don't care. All they care about is the value of the house.
Right.
And then a private money lender is more involved, and their interest rates are lower. In this particular house, I'm paying 14% interest.
Right.
And I can use the money for up to a year. But then if I don't pay it back in a year, we either have to renegotiate or they're going to take the house.
Right.
And
right.
so that's how they're compensated and protected.
Right. And in the meantime, do you have a monthly rent on this as well until that year term?
I'm paying strict interest.
Interest only.
And the insurance and all that.
Right.
Okay.
And
Right.
it comes directly out of my account. So.
Okay. So now that we've kind of shown you the beginning works of someone who wants to get into investing, or what Rochelle's gone through up until this point, we'll take you through a tour of the house, and Rochelle will introduce the contractors, their companies, and a little bit about what's going to be done to the home. So let's go on inside. I'll follow you.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the living room of our house. This house was already in really good condition when we got it. It needed a little bit of updating, not much, cleaning up because there were renters here for a couple of years. And there was a little problem with the drywall seams, and Angelo back here is repairing all of those.
Say hi, Angelo.
Hello, how you doing?
Angelo Stefano is a general contractor, and he does all kinds of work, so he's really great to have on this project. And he's told me that he thinks that we can really make this look good with these seams here. We were all a little bit concerned, but it looks like it's really coming along nicely.
Now, what are some of the things that you didn't have to come in and replace? What were the basics?
Okay,
What are
well,
things?
the previous owners already put in new furnace air conditioning system. They already redid the kitchen. They put in new tile. They put in, the bathrooms have all been updated. And so we're going through, basically, it's hair and makeup. That's what I like to call it. We're painting, we're decorating,
Okay.
and we're gonna change out the countertops in the kitchen because we're doing granite.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you're
great.
doing the cosmetic work.
We're doing
then.
cosmetic
Cosmetic.
work.
So structurally, now did you have an appraisal done on it? Did you have an home inspector come out?
No,
about that.
no. I did my own comps. I sold real estate years ago, so I could go through the comps and get
Okay.
pretty good idea of
Right.
what this house was worth.
Right. No, I'm just
Okay.
wondering structurally if you had the structure checked out as well.
No, because we couldn't see any real damage.
Right.
Everything was superficial, and anything that's superficial we can handle.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
So why don't you
Okay.
show us around your living room here?
Okay. So you can see we have the tile floors already, and unfortunately, when the grout was done, we found out today it's going to cost us $1,000 to re-grout because this grout's too soft and it's coming up. So we're going to be digging up the grout and doing that. So
Now, you said that everything was retiled. Is that all the flooring tile throughout the home?
through the entire,
Okay,
yeah,
so the
it's all
tile's
2
new,
years
but
old.
what do they have to do to re-grout? Do
They have to
rip
scrape it out. They have to scrape out the old grout and put down new.
But the tile stays?
The tile stays.
Okay.
And so, like, on a project like this, you never know what you're gonna run into. Today, we ran into an extra $1,000 for repairing the tile work.
Okay.
So it's like an extra 1,000 here, an extra 500 here, it just keeps going
There
up.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you never know.
Okay. So let's move into the next room here.
Okay. And this, I assume, would be the dining room.
Okay, so one of the things that we are dealing with this house, because it was built in 1963, it's got all single pane windows. And so we're replacing all the windows in the house. And come on in the kitchen. You can see that we have newer cabinetry. stainless steel appliances were put in, and we just pulled out the countertops because we're putting in granite, and this granite is gorgeous. And later you will meet the contractor that's doing the granite, but we spent hours trying to find the right slab of granite. And this particular one we found is called Golden Crystal, and it is going to knock your socks off. Wait till you see it when they have that installed. So this is all going to be painted out. All these cabinets are going to be painted out. We're going to be putting new modern handles on everything, and new sinks, the granite. This is a countertop here that's just sitting here. It was delivered today, and it's going into the laundry room. And so this house has a great laundry room. And so if you want, we can come on in here. You haven't met all my team yet, but there's one thing you'll definitely learn about Rochelle Madrigal. She keeps the handsomest men around her at all times. I have got the greatest looking landscape guy and a general contractor and my other contractor. They're just like it. Come on in. Countertops that we just pulled out of the kitchen, and we were going to use this in the laundry room because it looked like a really good fit. And then when I was talking to the guys, they said, well, you know, I think that a new countertop would look better, and I had already ordered one, not even thinking that this would fit, and it does. It is going to look better. It's the one we saw in the kitchen. But we bought this base. We're going to paint this out, and it's going to get the new countertop, and we're going to put a rack for hanging clothes. We're going to The washer and dryer were here. We're going to clean them up, make them look good the best we can, and they're in the deal. If the new buyer has their own, then we'll take them out, but they're here if they want them. Right. And so I love this laundry room. It's special enclosed and lots of room to do whatever you need to do. And you'll have a great folding table here.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you know how old the furnace is?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, so we won't keep that in there.
That's the water heater, right?
Water heater.
Okay,
Water heater.
and that's brand new, right?
No,
Did
the
you
water
say-
heater, I don't know how old it is. The furnace
conditioner?
and air conditioner
Are
are 2
new.
years old.
Okay,
Okay.
so water heater and, okay.
Yeah.
And we just found out today when they turned on the gas that we're going to have to vent the water heater.
Right.
And so one of the things we were like
There
trying
you
to
go.
figure out how we were going to do this, we had a choice. We could put 20 inches of venting on the wall, which would make this room 30 degrees this winter and 110 this summer.
Right.
Or we could vent out through that way. We'd leave the door off. It was like a real question
Right.
as to what we were going to do. And so finally we decided to suck it up, and that's a few
Vent it
$100 more we're going to
Right.
have to put into the house that we weren't expecting.
Right.
Part of being
Par
an
for the
investor.
course, yeah.
That's
Par
just the
for
way
the
it
course,
works.
yeah, and a better deal.
Yeah,
Better
and
deal
so
to
so
spend,
far
yeah.
we're up about $2,000 in surprises today.
Okay,
And
all
it's
right.
only 115. So if this continues the rest of the week, we're in trouble.
I know. And I was going to say, and you've got how many more weeks left?
Okay, let's go down and we'll look at the bedrooms and the bathrooms. You can see they put new fixtures in when they redid the house, and there's nothing wrong with these except for that we want something that's a lower profile. So I bought new contemporary fixtures that are going to fit up really close, and we're going to put this one in the laundry room. So the bathroom has been redone, toilet paper on the counter and all, but you'll see that it has new cabinetry, new tub surround, new tile, new toilet, everything. And we're going to paint out the cabinets and then repaint the bathroom, but basically everything is there. It looks great. It's just going to have a new color scheme. We're replacing all the doors. We're putting in 6-panel doors, so we'll have a nicer, more upscaled look.
Tell me you're repainting the wall color.
No, we just finished painting this. No, I'm kidding. No, we are repainting. We're using a designer scheme throughout the house. It's going to look fantastic, yeah. And we are putting in new doors on the closet. And like everywhere else in the house, it's got new tile and new baseboards. So, and new windows it'll have. So it's just decorating. Basically, we're decorating. Bedroom number 2. So we had to get primer because this is going to take a lot of painting because of the dark, bright walls. So we've got black walls in here, blue walls in there, purple walls in there. So we are going to have to prime, but basically you can see everything is in good condition. It's the purple room in here. I think this room's a little bit smaller, but like I said, we'll be putting in new doors in here and the new windows, and then designer colors on the wall and trim. So we're doing 3 basic colors in-house, except for all the cabinetry is going to be a 4th color. So it's the whole house is going to have the same color scheme throughout, so it'll flow really nicely.
What colors are you using?
It is like a beigey, taupey white color for the walls, a little darker color for the baseboard trim, a darker color for the doors. And I've got color samples. We can look at those later, or we can just wait till the final part. Okay. We're going to retile this bathroom. So we're putting in custom designer tile around the shower and the floors, and going to paint out the cabinetry. You can see that the cabinets are in good shape. They're fairly new. The medicine cabinet, the lighting. So we're just going to decorate in here.
You've got extra storage there.
This is going to be a very nice master suite. You can see that it's separated by that door. We have 2 closets.
Rochelle, I have a question for you. You guys can put any window treatments on.
I haven't decided yet. It depends on how far we go over budget and where we're going to have to put the end price tag.
Okay.
Because everything, the granite ended up costing $500 more than I wanted to spend. You know, that we've got the water heater venting we have to do. So we keep running into things that we need to do. So we don't want to get the price up too high.
Okay.
Okay, come on in here. You can meet Kurt. This is my project supervisor. He has years experience working with investors, designer homes, high-end homes. He's done every type of work and every type of home. I'm lucky to get him. And he's another one of my handsome men. Thank you, Kurt.
Sure.
Okay. And so why don't we head on out to the backyard and we can see what Mike is up to. We're working a little bit in the backyard. We're not going to spend too much money in here, but we are going to be removing this old fireplace front, painting all the trim, all the sides in here. It's a adobe brick house, and we're not going to get into the brick at all. We want to keep that original, but all the wood is going to be redone. And we're going to be dressing up this fence along the back where the chain link is. And here we have Mike. He's our landscape guy, and he's putting these 2 new trees in. Hey, Mike, say hi.
How you guys doing?
He's also known as Stud Puppy, just so you know. We have another grapefruit tree here in the backyard. And with this shed, we're going to throw some paint on it, and we're going to put it back in the other corner so you don't see it when you come out the door. So this will be a really nice yard for entertaining, and it's just going to be minimal. I mean, it had been done a couple of years ago. We're going to clean out all the weeds. Mike's going to take care of cleaning it all up, and we're going to stop there on the yard.
Okay, and I have to get this in because I love vegetation and I'm a gardener. And so what comes with the house? 2 fabulous grapefruit trees, right?
Absolutely. Look at those grapefruit.
Look at that. That's fabulous. So they've got, one in the front that can be, taken down. And then this one back here that needs to be trimmed up.
Yeah, we have 2 good grapefruit trees, and then one over there that's dead that Mike's going to be taking. Come on over here, Mike. Do I have the best looking landscape guy you ever saw? He is so cute.
What kind of trees are these?
I believe it. Does it say they're Chinese elm? I think that's what they are.
Chinese elm.
Yeah. And so we wanted something that was bushy, that was going to look good when we put it on the market, and evergreen. And this looked like our best
Evergreen
bet.
and eventually give you a little bit of privacy over there. That's great.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Hi, this is Buzz Dempsey with Nova Home Loans, the Buzz on Mortgages, and this week's tip of the week. We're going to talk this week about loan pre-qualification. Loan pre-qualification or loan approval is critical in today's competitive real estate marketplace. The loan pre-qualification process establishes the sales price range that a buyer can qualify for, identifies the right program for that home buyer, the amount of cash required for closing, and the monthly payment for that home buyer. It also establishes whether the home buyer is going to need a seller's concession to pay their closing costs. Finally, it generates a formal pre-qualification or pre-approval letter, which virtually all sellers need these days. The process is really simple and easy. The home buyer needs to complete an application with a lender, either in person, over the phone, or online. The lender then pulls the buyer's credit report and develops loan options for the buyer. Finally, the home buyer gives the lender their financial documentation, such as tax returns, W-2s, pay stubs, and bank statements, to complete their pre-qualification. The time and effort invested by the buyer is really minimal to get this process done. The smart home buyer and their agent will get this done ahead of time so they can move quickly when they find the right property. Who performs the pre-qualification can also be critical to the buyer's offer. For example, many properties now have multiple offers that are well priced and in good condition. If you use a loan officer such as myself, who's experienced and who has a great reputation for closing loans on time, it'll make your pre-qualification letter stronger and may help the seller decide in favor of your offer over multiple competing offers. This has been Buzz Dempsey with Nova Home Loans, the Buzz on Mortgages, and this week's tip of the week. I hope this tip can help you get pre-qualified and buy that great home in today's marketplace.